Hey guys, have you heard of the anti-gentrification ordinance in Chicago? My name's Gil with the Ben Lawless team at Compass, and I'm here to help you master your market. And we're going to talk about how this ordinance might affect you. So, the Chicago Housing Preservation Ordinance, aka the Anti-Gentrification Ordinance, is designed to prevent gentrification in Logan Square, Avondale, and West Town by preserving affordable housing. So, the ordinance applies to multifamily properties in a 6 square mile area and includes several key provisions. The first provision is tenant right of first refusal. So, if a property owner intends to sell, the tenants must receive a 30-day notice. Tenants then have 90 days to decide if they want to form a union and purchase their building. An additional 120 days is allowed for arranging financing, resulting in a prolonged timeline of over 6 months. The second provision is demolition surcharges. To discourage the demolition of affordable multifamily housing, the ordinance imposes substantial fees for demolitions in affected areas. This makes redevelopment into high-cost single-family homes or luxury properties less financially viable. Developers must now pay $20,000 per unit or $60,000 per building, whichever is higher, to demolish multi-unit properties in affected areas. So let's talk about some pros and cons of this ordinance. Proponents, including community organizations, argue that the ordinance helps stabilize neighborhoods by reducing displacement pressures on long-term renters. They view it as a proactive measure against gentrification-driven loss of affordable housing. Some criticisms against this ordinance include developers, landlords, and some alderpersons believe that this ordinance creates a bureaucratic challenge that would deter investment and development in the affected areas. So those were some general pros and cons, but from my perspective, here are some of the positive impacts. So first, it would help preserve affordable housing stock, which has been an issue, I think, in the city and across the country. It would protect long-term tenants from displacement due to redevelopment. Now, some of the negatives, as I see it, would be that it would discourage real estate investment in the affected areas. This would also complicate property sales, leading to longer timelines and potential loss of market opportunities. Not to mention, it would also increase costs for developers due to surcharges and extend legal processes. And overall, this could exacerbate housing shortages if investors pivot to other areas or halt projects altogether. Its effectiveness in achieving these goals will depend heavily on implementation and the market's response. So, what are your thoughts on the anti gentrification ordinance? Leave a comment below.